Create a table temp id into not null primary key with id representation, then closing the code. This is the primary key example. It should not be not null. It is the representation of id in a table. Foreign key, it prevents actions that would destroy links between tables. It will prevent the actions destroying the links between tables, like create a table temp customer id with integer foreign key customer id references customer id, then closing the code. Default, it is a value is used for a column like an integer. Sets the default value of a column salary integer default 25,000. Check is used for checking the values allowed in a column. It can limit the values allowed in a column. Create a table city id integer primary key, creating the table with id. id is the primary key representation. City is a name with varchar representation of size 50. Age is integer. Constant age, check a command age greater than equals to 18 and city equals to Delhi. Age is must be greater than or equals to 18 or 18 above, and city equals to Delhi. This is the rule. It should satisfy the condition. Constraint is the set of rules we need to satisfy for creating the table. Create a table, new tab, age integer, check age greater than or equals to 18. Create a sample table, create a database college. Creating the table for college database, use college, create a table student. In that college we are writing the code for student. Roll number integer, roll number value. This is a primary key, it comes for left. Name varchar 50 size, marks integer null, grade varchar 1. Grade is the representation according to marks. City varchar 20, close. Insert this data, insert into student, inserting the values, roll number, name, marks, grade, city. Values are 101 to 106 with names, marks, grade, area. Select and detail. Select is used for picking the values. Use it to select command any data from the database. DB is the database representation. Database is used for storing the data. To select all, select star. From star is the address representation. From where we are selecting? From table name. We are selecting the value. Where clause is used to define some commands. Conditions. It is used to define some conditions. Select column 1, column 2 from table name. Where conditions. Conditions are select star from student where marks is greater than 80. And another condition is select star from student where city equals to Mumbai. It should satisfy two conditions. One is marks is greater than 80 above marks. City is Mumbai. We have, this is the another topic, arithmetic operations. These are the operators. We can perform some tasks for mathematical purposes: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Comparison operators is used for comparing two values with equal symbol, not equal symbol, greater than equals to, less than equals to. Logical operators we use for and, multiplying or adding, not taking the opposite value in. Between is comparing two values, all, selecting all, like any. Bit operators, ampersand, bitwise and, this is the bitwise or. Select star from student where marks greater than 90. This is a condition. Operators and, it is used for checking both conditions to be true. It should be used for Both conditions must be true. Multiplying purposes, select star from student where marks should be greater than 80. It should be satisfy greater than 80 marks and city equals to Mumbai. Or it should satisfy any one condition between these two, greater than 80, greater than 90, or a city Mumbai. Between means this is a word itself explains about the value 80 and 90 between values. Select a star from student where marks between 80 and 90 in matches any value in the list. It should be present in the list. Select a star from student where city in Delhi or Mumbai. From these two, it should satisfy any one condition. It should be between these two values. In these two, not to negate or opposite the given condition. Select a star from student where city not in Delhi, Mumbai. It is opposite for other cases. Limit clause sets an upper limit on number of tuples. Tuples are rows to be returned. It will return the rows values like this. Select a star from student. Limit should be 3. Up to 3 elements it should be satisfied. And select a column 1, column 2 from table. Name limit number with 3. Order by clause. It is used for sorting in ascending order. ASC ascending order representation or descending order DESC representation. Select a star from student. Order by city ascending order. You can write in some cases like descending order. Select a column 1, column 2 from table name. Order by column name ascending order. Up to here the topic is completed. Now next topic, aggregate function. It is a function is used for calculation purposes, like it can perform 5 functions. Count, number of is known as count. Counting the number. Maximum, it should be high, maximum value. Minimum, it should be least. Sum, adding the values. Average is calculated by adding the values by number of values. You can get average value. Performing these 5 tasks is known as aggregate function. It is used for calculation purposes. Get a maximum marks. Select a maximum marks from student table. Get average marks. You can write for count means here count. Here count will be represented. Maximum means maximum, both here. Minimum means here minimum. Sum means here sum. Average means here average. Get average marks. Select average marks from student table. This is another concept. Group by clause. It is a process of grouping rows that have the same value into summary rows. It collects data from multiple records and groups the result by one or more columns. It will add all the rows. Collect the data from multiple records, multiple rows, and groups the result by one or more columns. Taking the row values and grouping by result in one or more columns. Generally we use group by with some aggregation function. Count the number of students in each city. In a table there are some students with a different this is the student name with like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Maharashtra. These are areas. From different areas we are counting the students rows and writing the rows into the column representation. Select the city, count name from student table. Group by city. We are selecting which is city. Group. It can be net banking, credit, debit. We will group the values. Select a mode. From payment purpose we use these categories. Group by mode. Having clause. It is similar to where. That is, applies some conditions on a rows operation on rows used when we want to apply any condition after grouping. After grouping we can apply any condition. In case of having clause, count the number of students in each city where maximum marks cross 90, then 90 above marks greater than 90, 90, 91 up to 100. This is the example. Select a count for name, city from student table, group by city, having maximum marks greater than 90. This is the code representation for having clause. Select a city, counting the roll numbers from student table, group by city. According to city, we will group the values. Having maximum mark should be greater than 90. In general order, we will use select a column S from table name where condition should satisfy, group by columns S having condition order by columns ascending order. This is the representation. Selecting the columns from the table, where it should satisfy grouping condition according to having condition, group by column. For column we use group by column. For rows we use group by rows. Here also rows will be added. Order by columns. For rows we will represent it as rows, ascending or descending order, like that. Table related queries. Update is used to update the values from the existing rows. Update a table name. Set column 1 equals to value 1, column 2 equals to value 2, where condition is update student set equals to outstanding, where goal equals to A. For delete, we use to delete existing rows, delete from table name, for which condition should satisfy, delete from student. Marks less than 33 will be deleted. Revisiting foreign key. According to department, we are written the table. ID numbers, name, science, department, ID values and name according to some departments. Teacher, ID and name, some names. This is the parent table, this is the children table. From parent table, derivation is by using this table we have written the table in first step. For some values we are returning, again revisiting the parent table is known as revisiting foreign key. Checking the values of ID, foreign key, department ID, references from which department table. Teacher, this is the second table, derived table, child table. ID is an integer, name varchar, representation of size 50. Department is a ID integer. For department table, first table, ID int and name is varchar with size 50. Cascading is used for joining the foreign keys. Cascading for foreign keys. On update a cascade, when we create a foreign key using this option, it deletes the referencing rows in the child table. Referencing to previous table, when the reference rows is deleted in the parent child which has a primary key, on delete cascade, when we create a foreign key using update cascade, the referencing rows are updated in the child table when the reference rows is updated in the parent table. For delete cascade, the value is created in the foreign key in the first table. by using update cascade. The reference table according to first table referencing to second table. This is the referencing table. Then the rows are updated according to first table. The second table is also updated by using first table, which has primary key, is known as a on delete cascade. For a cascading, for second table updating purpose, we used the first table. According to primary key in the first table, automatically updating first table will reflect to second table. Create table, student purpose, ID integer with primary key, course ID with integer, foreign key with the course ID, references course ID. On delete cascade, on update cascade, closing the code. This is the example for deleting cascade and updating cascade, cascading condition. This is the parent table, this is the child table. According to first table, it is referenced to second table. After updating or deleting, the parent table will reflect to the child table. For updating case or deleting cases, if it is updated, then it is also updated. If it is any element deleted, then it reflects to the element in the second child table. Table related queries. Alter is used to change the schema or structure of the table. Adding, dropping, renaming, changing. These are the operations is used for table related queries. Alter is changing the value, alternative value for the structure of the table. Adding is using adding values or adding primary keys or columns or rows. Dropping is used for deleting the values in the columns or rows in the table. Rename is used for changing the name. Like in first table there is Raju name, then we are renamed it into Ravi. So it is deleted and updated with this new name, renamed with new name. The element is renamed with Ravi. Change column name, alter table name, changing column old name, new data type, new constant. Changing the old name and it is updated into new name with a new data type, with a new rule, new constant. Modify column with a modified data type according to constant. Constant is set of rules. Alter table, changing the table name and modifying column name, new data type, new constant. Modifying the column name with a new data type and a new rule is known as a modify. Add column, alter table student, adding column according to age, integer not null, default with a 19 value. Modify column, alter table student, modifying the age with varchar 2. Change column with the rename command, alter table student, change age student name integer. Drop is used to delete the student age. Alter table student, drop column student age. Student age is deleted from the student table. Rename is used for changing the value old to new rule and old value to new value. Alter table student, rename to student. Table related queries. It is the performance truncate for deleting the table data but not the structure. Deleting only values, then it represents with blank values, but not deleting the rows or columns. Structure is remains the same as before. Update student, set grade equals to O where grade equals to A. Table related queries, we can perform two functions. With a drop is used to delete the table. Truncate is used to delete the data but not the structure. For drop, it is deleting both is with structure and data. Truncate is not the structure, deleting only data. Join in SQL, it is the process of combining rows from two or more tables based on a related column between them. Like this is the employee table. According to employee name, employee ID, salary, employee ID with employee salary. Here we are joining. Here ID is same, but after joining these two tables into single table, it looks like adding. ID is remaining same. Here name is represented. Here salary is represented. Name, employee ID, employee table. After performing the join operation. Types of join, we have inner join, left join, right join, full join. Inner join is the intersection part, left join is the part of left part joining, right join is the right side part joining, full join is adding total two sets. A is a set, B is a set. Intersection inner part is known as inner join, left side part is known as left join, right side part is known as right join. Adding full sets is known as full join. These are the types we use for join operation. Inner join example returns records that has matching value in both tables. We have syntax like selecting column from which table A is the table, and joining the table with the inner join table B inside part on table A column name equals to table B column name, like that joining the values. This is the example. Student table with the student course, student ID is same, name and course are separated, then adding this is the A set, this is the B set. After joining two sets, same part will represent as same, then two separate will represent as side by side. For left join, we use a left join command. It results only left part of the sets. This is a set A representation, this is a set B representation. According to left join, left part will be first added, after that right part will be added. In first step, the same common element should be added in first place. Then left join, here name is added first, then after course. In case of right join, common element represent as same place. For right join, course is added, then name is added next. For right join, this is the right join example. Here right join will be command taken. Full join returns all records when there is a match in either left or right table. Syntax in MySQL. Select a star from student as A, left join course as B, right join course as A, on A ID equals to B ID, union adding. Select star from student as A, right join course as B, then left join union right join processes. Full join, this is the left part, this is the right part of the table. Then for full join, we are adding total terms. Student ID, name, course. Self join, it is a regular join, but the table is joined with itself, is known as self join. Select a column from table as A, join table as B on a column name equals to B column name. Itself joining is known as a self joiner. This is the example of self joiner. Employee table. Primary key is ID, foreign keys or name and manager ID. For self joiner, ID is not required. Then self join is itself explains about adding self table elements, name and manager id, manager name. This is the result for self join. Select a name as a manager name b dot name from employee table as a, joining the employee table as b on a id equals to b dot manager id. This is the code for self joiner. Name, manager name, Adam, Bob, Donald. For name, Cassie, Donald, Cassie. Adding the elements itself is known as a self joiner. SQL subquery. A subquery or inner query or nested query, both these three terms are same. Subquery, inner query, nested query. These three are same. Is a query within another SQL query. It involves two select statements. Syntax: select column S from table name where column name operator subquery. Taking the small part in a query is known as subquery. Union is used to combine the result set of two or more select statements, gives unique records. To use it, we will take A is a set, B is a set. For union, this is a part. Without common elements is known as a union operation. This is the syntax: select column S from table A, union select column S from table B. Deleting the intersection part is known as union. SQL subqueries. It is used to find the names of the students with even roll numbers. First find the roll numbers, then we need to take the even numbers. SQL subquery for number. This is the even condition. Marks divided by 2 equals to 0, then it is even. If marks roll number divided by 2 equals to 0, then it is even number. 101 is odd, 102 is even. 4, 6. It results as, after taking this condition, then it will return the values for only even values: 102, 104, 106. MySQL views. View is a virtual table representation. According to SQL statements, for selecting, create a view, view1 as, select roll number name from student table, select star is the address representation from view 1. It will return the values. A view always shows up to date. The database engine recreates the view every time as a user requires it. This is the concept of a view. These all are concepts of SQL structure. Thank you for watching the full video and subscribe to Survey40 YouTube channel for more informative content. Please share the video to your friends.